I'm Ramaiy Kapoor. I'm part of the Kotak Data Center Fund. I help with the investments as well as new initiatives for the Kotak Data Center Fund. We're a young population with a median age of 28 years, 28 to 30 years, and 27% of India's population is Gen Z, which have the highest purchasing power, and they would have requirements to always be more digitally social, have more of e-commerce in terms of their shopping needs, in terms of their entertainment. It'll be more of OTT entertainment. So all of this pushes data usage, which also leads to cloud adoption. And data centers are the beneficiaries of this activity. The infrastructure status which is allocated to data centers allows for cheaper foreign borrowing and lower interest rates, as well as the AI ML adoption in industries has led to the cloud service providers building and expanding data center infrastructure in India. So I see the FDI inflows will continue, and major beneficiaries will be developers, investments, and government. India is third in terms of internet traffic consumption in the world, behind only US and China. And we also have one of the lowest tariffs in the world. So the broadband penetration and is high, as well as the corporate concentration is high in tier 1 cities. Hence, there is a growth in the tier 1 cities, of which micro markets of Mumbai and Chennai lend itself to cable landing station and lower latencies. Tier 2 markets will see a boost in terms of once the adoption of enterprises based out of these markets is stronger. Probably it will lend itself to smaller data centers, more of edge networks. They also would need to boost the availability of OEM warehouses, skilled manpower, better fiber connectivity, and stable 24/7 power. As far as the other infrastructure of power supply is concerned, India is power surplus. It's the third largest producer of power in the world, with an installed capacity of close to 420 gigawatts, of which 44%, as of reports a couple of months back, is green power. It's from renewable power. It also tantamounts to about the fourth largest installed green power capacity. So data center incremental requirement, if we look at maybe 2026 and 2030 as checkpoints, from the capacity currently at around what, we anticipate it going up to, say, 3,000 megawatts or 3 gigawatts. Even that incremental capacity will only be around 0.5% of India's installed capacity. Having said that, the states that shall allow better PPAs with power supply via open access will encourage the DC industry to increase the use of green power in those states. The personal data protection bill, which has been tabled in the Honorable Parliament, while it's given a definition to what constitutes personal data, how it should be stored, and identifying various stakeholders, it's forward-looking and it'll give a boost to the digital economy. So apart from the consent required by individuals for processing personal data, if data is used for legitimate purposes like permits, license, benefits, and services by the state, then consent is implied. It will be able to establish and adjudicate on non-compliance the setup of data protection board. So impact on DCs would be that there would be more responsibilities and liabilities of data centers while defining the service level agreements with clients. It may require foreign businesses to store and personal data of Indians in India. And the accountability of data centers with respect to data storage norms will increase. Generative AI really has taken the world by storm since about a year or more than a year. But at the core of it, AI is nothing but the ability of the computer to think and learn. AI predicts the past, and in a way, huge data sets can be sifted through at high speed with assurance of quality. So it naturally lends itself to use cases such as research involving huge data sets, in which India has been gathering data for various censuses, as well as the for elections, as well as for healthcare. So digitization of this data and uh, mapping of this data in terms of predictive algorithms can help better map the demographic of a particular region in India to the consumer preferences, behavior patterns. And this will lend itself into many use cases such as medical, uh, reaching the lowest diaspora of India, as well as maybe real-time customer interactions, lesser dependence on human interaction. It can also lend itself to research as well as autonomous vehicles. So it will also lead to rise in the rack density, say from a 5 to 6 kilowatt to maybe a 25, 30, 50 kilowatt. And the consequent requirement on the floor loading, since the point load in the particular data center floor will be higher, we'll need to boost the floor loading and cooling requirements. The operators will also have to upgrade the IT infra. So 2023 can be seen worldwide as an year where everybody took a bit of a pause to redesign data centers for AI requirements, which would be not only limited to flow loading and cooling, immersive cooling, high density racks. These will be key differentiators which will attract cloud service providers to these data centers. So AI also helps reduce the data center energy consumption by up to 30 to 40%, which enables organizations in meeting the sustainability goals. While 5G application would lend itself to more participation of users, it'll boost, say, video streaming, which will have applications for virtual reality, which can lend itself to e-commerce, social media, product design, and virtual marketing. What we knew as maybe CSR measures have evolved into ESG now. Data centers, they form a part of the digital fabric of a demographic region. So apart from planning for maybe traffic, maybe planning for the sewerage system, to planning for movement of, say, maybe town planning, data center planning eventually will become a big part of town planning. The expansion of use of renewable energy sources, such as wind and solar, will substantially reduce emissions while diversifying the energy mix, as well as reducing the ultimately the monthly bill you get. At the very minimum, what data center providers will also do have in supporting renewable energy will be having electric vehicle charging stations, rooftop solar. They can also implement complementary measures such as water saving features and air quality improvements, as well as be mindful in the equipment purchase, the ones which lend to itself to more greener and sustainable use. So these are the various initiatives which I see that data center operators will utilize. So I'm very excited about the upcoming GRI Data Center Summit, as the attendees will be an intersection of data center operators, cloud service providers, data center investors, as well as CTOs and CIOs from large enterprises. So we have some interesting topics on what is new and cutting edge for data centers, and how this industry is evolving at a rapid pace in India. We shall look forward to hearing from end customers on their data center requirements. And at Kotak, we're uniquely positioned to participate in the data center journey of India by not only investing into the equities of data center operators. We'll also be looking to set up a platform in the near future where we will partner with like-minded operators and data center focused EPC contractors to set up a platform to lead the initiative of developing green data centers in India. So these are the various measures Kotak Data Center Fund is undertaking, and I look forward to the event.